Tim Hudson has Oakland roots. For 6 years, he was a fixture on a talented staff and made 2 All-Star teams. Now, Hudson still has an outside shot at another Midsummer Classic with the Giants. His counterpart for today is Scott Kazmir. The lefty has reconstructed his career with the A's and was named to his 3rd All-Star team earlier this week. It's the final game of the Bay Bridge Series, Giants and A's, and it's next.
We've got afternoon baseball here at AT Park. Beautiful day to wrap up the series between the A's and the Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants got a win last night, and they did it in their style. They did all the little things right. Good defense, good pitching, and Mike, I think they're looking for the same thing today, and they may get it from Tim Hudson.
Well, Tim Hudson has been fantastic and really has an opportunity to make the All-Star team. He may find out that he does here in the next couple of days. But what's amazing is in that he's in his 15th year. He's only faced the A's one time. That while being a member of the Atlanta Braves, he's never beaten them. Scott Kazmir, who's in his 8th year at the big league level, has never faced the Giants. So with all the years of experience between these two guys, not a lot of history against these two teams. So what does it all mean? I don't know. I just expect it's going to be a well-pitched ball game, which means the team that plays the cleanest defense is going to win this game.
All right. Sounds like the right attitude to have for the final game of this series. Couple of All-Stars. Josh Donaldson, he's in the lineup. So is Hunter Pence. Pence is leading things off. All right, should be a good ball game. Stay tuned. We'll take you to our Comcast SportsNet studios for an update, and we'll do it right after this.
host. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and Tim Hudson will be on the hill for your San Francisco Giants Day. We always look forward to watching his starts as the other Tim, and we always take a moment when we can to take a look back at what he accomplished on June 25th. That's right, you remember it, his second career no-hitter. You're looking at the final out, Will Venable grounding out to Joe Panik. Big day, big hugs had all around. Of course, Tim joining Christy Mathewson as the only other Giant to record 2 no-hitters in their career. And yet he didn't quite get out of the way of the first or the second splash. Now, the reason we are talking about this today is because Tim Lincecum was honored just moments ago on the field. The Hall of Fame president, Jeff Idelson, along with the Giant CEO and president Larry Baer, joined Tim as he donated some of the items from that very special day that are headed to Cooperstown. It's Mike Kruko's personal scorecard, Tim's game-worn cap, and, of course, a ball. So if you didn't have Cooperstown on your summer hit list, you definitely need to go back there. And you can also see items at the Hall of Fame from Tim Lincecum's first no-hitter in 2013. Very exciting day and moment for all of us to witness. All right, first pitch coming up shortly. You know who's going to have it? Kruk and Kipe. They will have the lineups as well as we get ready for the final showdown of this Bay Bridge Series. Your Giants looking to even things up.
Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
You see Tim Hudson as he leads the Giants out of the dugout on a beautiful day. So beautiful. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach and do it now. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily. Well, not now, after the game. 67 degrees, winds at 3 miles per hour, humidity at 66%. Let's take a look at the A's lineup. It goes like this: Jaso, Vogt, and Cespedes, Moss, Moss will be the cleanup hitter. It'll be the All-Star Josh Donaldson hitting 5th. There's Jed Lowry, who's really swinging the bat well, followed by Callaspo, Gentry, and Kazmir.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the right-handed veteran Tim Hudson, 6'1", 175-pounder. Hudson, 38 years old, in his 15th year at the big league level. This is just the second time that he'll be facing his former team, the Oakland A's. 17 starts this year. He's 7-5 with a 2.53 ERA. He has been fantastic. And look at the walks allowed, 113 2/3. He has had great command since his first start of the season. What he's going to give you are 2 types of fastballs. He'll cut it, he'll sink you, he'll give you a curveball, slider, he'll throw a split, changeup. He kind of invents things at times, and he's very consistent to the knees. You'll see a lot of ground balls when he's right.
And here's John Jaso. And the first pitch of the ball game is a swing and a miss.
Jaso coming right off the bench, hacking away. The previous 16 starts for Tim Hudson, the Giants are 11-5 in those 16 starts, so he has been money when he takes the hill.
Jaso bounces this one foul.
Well, let's take a look at the other guys on the field with gloves. Hopefully they do a little better than Richie Pector, our ball dude down the first base side. For the Giants in the outfield, it'll be Morse, Blanco, and Pence. Crawford and Sandoval will patrol the left side. Hicks and Belt on the right side. Buster Posey will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
I missed it. Did he miss it?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Richie Pector, our first base ball dude, 0 for 1 today.
And the first breaking ball is down low.
All right, here we go. I got this. He was looking changeup, got a fastball.
Ooh. 1-2 to Jaso. Overshift is on. And this is a solid base hit to right field on a 1-2 pitch. So that's how this game gets started.
All right, let's take a look at our Nissan keys to the game. And the best defense wins. You got 2 strike throwers out there with a lot of confidence with Kazmir and Hudson going one-on-one. The team that catches the ball the best will be the winner. And continue day game ownage. Giants in the daytime 23-12, and they hope to continue on that success story. Those are our Nissan keys to the game.
Here's Vogt. Vogt had a couple of hits yesterday, and he takes a strike. This is Adrian Johnson behind the dish. Nauert, Hernandez, and Rippiger from first to third.
Adrian Johnson, a low ball umpire, very tight zone. He really makes you come across that plate. Not many corner strikes.
Only Moss and Callaspo have faced Hudson during the regular season. There's the umpires. Now it's possible, obviously, in spring training that Hudson has faced a few of these A's hitters. This is like a slider 1-2. Mike mentioned in the open, Hudson just faced his old team just one time, and that was with the Atlanta Braves. Cespedes. Curveball, and he got him.
And there is that back foot breaking ball for the payoff pitch. Vogt, who really had a nice night with the bat last night, sent Packett here with a real good hook. And that's how you use a 1-2 count to your advantage. You throw something that looks like a strike, and by the time a guy commits to it, it's gone. Good pitch.
So here's Cespedes. Cespedes last night went 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. Very powerful and takes a healthy rip. And I guess that's a little high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, that's what I mean by a tight zone. You're not going to see many strikes that are even mid-thigh. I mean, he really likes the knee-high location. And as I mentioned before, it is a tight zone. It is a hitter's strike zone.
Comes back. 1, 2. And that'll end the inning. Hunter Pence to lead things off. Brought to you by Coors Light. Hunter Pence in the leadoff spot, and you can see what he's done lately. Very good. Crawford will hit second, then Sandoval, Posey, and Morse. Belt in the 6th slot. Hicks hitting in the 7th hole, then it's Blanco and Hudson.
On the hill today for the Oakland A's will be Scott Kazmir, the 30-year-old left-hander in his 8th year at the big league level, and about ready to board a plane come Sunday and head out to Minneapolis to be an all-star for the American League's all-stars. And what Kazmir has done this year is remarkable. He's had a fantastic season, 10-3 with a 2.53 ERA, 99 strikeouts, 110 in the 3rd innings. First time he's ever teed it up against the orange and black. And when you take your at-bats against him, you're going to see a low to mid-90s fastball, great changeup. And it has really been a difference maker for him this year. He's got a good curveball, good slider combination, and he's throwing with a lot of confidence.
So here's Hunter Pence. Hunter in the leadoff spot last night. He went 2 for 5. And he takes a strike. He does have a career home run off of Kazmir. How about that?
It's in his book. Kazmir is in Hunter Pence's book. And there's the fastball changeup combination you're going to see a lot of all day long.
So get used to seeing that?
Get used to it, especially right-handers.
Comes back in tight.
The thing about Kazmir is it's such a good changeup. I mean, he'll throw it 3 and 4 times in a row. He will back it up. Defensively for the A's, they will set it up this way. It'll be Cespedes, Gentry, and Moss. That's your outfield. Lowry and Donaldson on the left side. Callaspo and Vogt on the right side. And John Jaso will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
3-2. A challenge at 93.
The arms in the outfield for Oakland in left and in center are very good. Cespedes and Gentry with strong arms. Moss in right field, however, does not have a good arm.
Hit out to right field for Moss. And Moss will put it away. It's like Pence may have chased the pitch that could have been ball 4.
Yeah, he likes that ball up, though. You've seen him take that very same pitch and knock it over the wall.
So here's Crawford. Crawford last night, a couple of hits. See if Crawford can get back on track. And he takes wide with Sandoval on deck. Just underway here at AT&T Park. This is going to wrap up 4 straight games between these two teams, 2 in Oakland and 2 here. 2 balls and no strikes. Kazmir looking in, and the 2-0 to Crawford. And a strike to make it 2-1.
Take a look at Kazmir's motion. Likes the third base side of the rubber. Real high hand. Loads up that left side. Everything's gathered, and he drops straight down. And now he opens up and starts his stride step home. That's our Exmo. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. And you really got a good idea of just how important it is for a pitcher to get gathered on his backside, center, and then step towards his target. Kazmir with Cleveland last year, 10-9. 4.04 this year. The changeup has made a major difference in his style, and because of that, he's going to the All-Star game.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval hitting .264, a Panda fan. 2 for 4 last night, and he's never faced Kazmir before. And clearly Kazmir not happy with Sandoval's antics before he got in. But I doubt that's going to stop Sandoval from doing it.
Sandoval has a lot of superstitions that he will pay respect to every day, before every at bat.
And a swing and a foul back. Here's a McDonald's True Stories, July 10, 2012. Sandoval hit his first bases loaded triple in All-Star game history on July 10th at Kansas City. The Panda takes down low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The triple was off Justin Verlander. First at bat he'd ever had against him. As it turned out, he's got pretty good ownage on him.
Just the beginning. Two balls and 1 strike. Sandoval drives it to right, and Moss is there, and he'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the second. And here's Brandon Moss. And Moss hits one into the gap. Can Morris cut it off? He does. And Moss is held to a leadoff single. So this inning will start like the first inning did.
Well, it's not the normal formula for success, allowing the leadoff hitter to get on base. But we've seen it happen to Tim Hudson in the past, where he does allow a lot of first guys leading off an inning to get on base. And the beauty of being a sinker baller is that when you do have a guy get on to start out an inning, I mean, you can get out of it quickly with the ground ball.
In tight to Donaldson, who's hitting at .237, 19 home runs, 63 driven in. He was 0 for 4 in the game last night against Matt Cain and the Giants bullpen. Two balls and no strikes. Donaldson has never faced Hudson before, nor has Jed Lowry, who's on deck. 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0.
And this becomes a big pitch.
And that's who's waiting in the wings. And he's a hot hitter right now.
And they will turn Donaldson loose on a 3-0 pitch. With his power, they just want him to get a good pitch to hit.
And it's high, ball 4. So here's Lowry. Lowry at .234, 4 home runs, 33 driven in.
Okay, look at the 3-0 pitch. Up and in. Hudson singing up, in, and whatnot. I mean, you are accustomed to seeing a higher strike called than what you're going to get from Adrian Johnson. And that will not be the last time that you see a pitcher shake his head today. Johnson's strike zone is very small.
6 hits in the series for Lowry. Out of play, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now, a lot of his hits have been ground balls that have found holes, so that's him pitching for one of those ground balls right now, hoping that it finds its way into an infielder's glove and they can get 2 outs with it.
Moss at second, Donaldson at first. Nubbed. Crawford. Only play. Both runners advance.
Yeah, nice play, and not an easy one either for Crawford. No chance for a double play because of the speed of the ball that was hit and the speed of Lowry. And you just have to be happy for 1 out. So it was a productive out. In essence, it's as good as a bunt.
So the Giants will play the middle infielders back. Strikeout situation for Hudson. And this is lifted into center field. Blanco's got it. His throw is going to be cut off. And coming in to score is Moss. It's 1-0.
Nice at bat from Cayaspo. Hitting to the situation, getting that fly ball. Scoring first in this series has been an important thing for these teams. Whichever team has scored first has went on to win the game. Today, A's drawing first blood.
Here's Gentry.
Here's the big test for Hudson now. I mean, you give up the one, you have a chance to get out of it, minimize the damage, and you can do that if you get Gentry out. Now remember, he's got a hitter who hasn't had a pitcher who hasn't had a lot of at-bats this year on deck, so he doesn't really have to give Gentry a whole lot to hit here.
And the first pitch wide, and Hudson again looking in.
Now, there just are no corners on the plate, and you're just not getting any high strikes. So your strike zone's about half of what you normally get from most umpires in this league.
In the dirt.
And with 2 balls on him, they may just put him on base.
And they will. So Kazmir is going to hit.
Take a look at the Tim Hudson timeline, the career of Huddy. Went to Glenwood High School in Phoenix City, Alabama, and then on to Auburn University, where he was all SEC Player of the Year, and again made the headlines when he debuted with the A's. It was a remarkable over 700 win percentage with the A's. Then on to Atlanta, where he had an amazing 8 years, and the Giants were the winners of the Tim Hudson sweepstakes this offseason. This is the first year of a 2-year deal that he's on.
And the A's were in the mix to sign Hudson. No balls and 1 strike. Bounce to Hicks. And this will end the inning. A's on the board. Buster Posey's going to lead things off. For the Giants, it'll be Posey, Morris, and Belt.
Nothing Oakland. Time now for our Togo's big play the Togo's way. Last night, Matt Cain played the role of stopper. 6 strong innings, and he had the ball to the bullpen, and they made it stand up. And last night it was a great mixture of pitches. Spotted the fastball well, the curveball, the best they've seen him have in a long time. put it all together, and he walked out of here with a big win in the win column, not only for himself but for his team. And there is the line: 7 base runners in 6 innings, 4 strikeouts against the 2 walks. That's our Togo's big play the Togo's way.
The horse acting like the horse. So here's Buster Posey. 283, 9 home runs, 42 driven in. Buster with a single and an RBI in the game yesterday.
Fastball changeup combination. It really has been the bread and butter combo for Kazmir, especially against righties this year. Changeup has really taken him to another level.
Posey hits a high fly ball in the park to left. 1 out.
Well, can you beat the best? You can join millions of players right now in the only official Home Run Derby mobile game from MLB.com. Square off against your friends from around the world. Live in multiplayer derby mode and climb to the top of the leaderboards. Download today for free on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Okay. There's Morse. Swing, you're going to miss. A little bit of attitude. Morris 1 for 3.
It's a good looking lid.
And that runs in tight to Michael Morse. Belt to follow. Outside, it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Paul Nauert, first base umpire, saying no go on the swing. Take a look. Did he go? Well, upon further review, I think he did.
Pops this one back and out of play.
Michael Morse really ratchets his hands down on the knob of the bat. He'll always have the little finger wrapped around his lower hand, sometimes even the ring finger as well. And he really gets a feel to where the bat is top heavy, and very difficult once you start to throw the head of that bat to stop a swing. That barrel head's going to have a mind of its own. Very, very light grip, very, very heavy bat head.
And he got him.
And that 95, a little add-on velocity there in a 2-strike count. Nice pitch. Second strikeout for Kazmir. Kind of puts you to sleep with a lot of off-speed stuff and 2-seam fastballs here in a 2-strike situation. Reaches back with a 4-seam grip and puts another couple feet on. And he shot that ball right by Morse.
So here's Belt. He has not had a hit against the A's this year. Donaldson. Side retired. 9-pitch inning for Scott Kazmir. Hudson will have John Jaso to lead things off. let's rewind. Tim Hudson made his major league debut in June of 1999 in San Diego. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts. He threw 98 pitches, and he made his debut at the Murph.
How about that?
At the Murph.
92 and 39 in his tenure with the A's. .720 win percentage. And he finished top 6 3 times in the American League Cy Young voting. And he had a great career as an A.
Here's Jaso, who looks at a strike. Jaso singled to open up the ball game. He had a line drive over Hicks. Off the line at third is Sandoval. And Hudson now deals. And Jaso, an off-speed pitch wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit on the ground to Belt. Belt's got it. 1 out with Stephen Vogt coming up.
Well, if you ever wonder what it would be like to be inside the Coke bottle out in left field, well, there you go.
So we, one of our camera guys finally is going to go down the slide.
That's long overdue, don't you think?
It's got to be Mulrooney.
Yeah, there's still a guy heading down. Not the first.
I would actually like to see Benny go down. Sammer, go. Come on. You can do it.
All right, here we go.
Uh-oh. Sammer's stuck. Told you. Should have been Mulrooney. That's foul down the left field line.
This may become an ongoing story here as they try to get Sammer out of the tube. All right, here we go. We got action.
A little steep, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's see. Olympics, and he's doing the luge.
I thought more weight made you go faster. This is hit out into right center field. Blanco got a good jump. And if that's the case, he actually could have got down there in about 2 seconds. Here's Cespedes. Cespedes hit into a double play to end the first. It's a good try though, Sammer. Way to go.
Sammer, above and beyond. Nice going. Give him a ticket, please.
Hey, a high strike. It's 0-1. Maybe throwing Cespedes too many of those.
He likes to swing. Tough guy to walk.
And that got Buster Posey on the foot.
Let's see exactly where it got him. Off the left knee.
On the knee.
People ask me all the time, so, well, you know, you've got shin guards on. How does it hurt if it hits you directly on the knee? Whoa, folks, you can't have enough padding there.
Plus, it's tight on the knee because you're in a squat.
It's like you have somebody hit you on the top of the kneecap with a bat. I mean, that's how it feels. And we've seen guys, and it happened to me when I was in the minor leagues. We had a catcher get hit there, and it broke the kneecap with the shin guards on.
One ball and 2 strikes to Yoenis Cespedes. Hayes will travel to Seattle tonight. Chance will be at home tomorrow. to take on the D-backs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Not close. 2-2. Got him. Sammer's right. Here we go. Yeah, Sammer, come on, move those feet. The weight thing's not working. It's 1-0 Oakland. Off. Here's an interesting note. 8+ home runs with an average below 200. That's in Giants franchise history. See the A's manager Bob Melvin. He hit 11 in 1987. Even Matt Williams. Rob Deere. There's some big names on that list.
K.R. Phillips, Wes Westrom.
Here's Hicks.
Back in 1987 when Matt Williams made that list, that's when he really was exposed to big league breaking balls. And guys were throwing nothing but balls in the dirt, and he could not lay off of it. Just ate him up. Made the adjustment and went on to have a great career.
How many home runs did that graphic say for Matt Williams? 8?
It was 8, yeah.
So he saw 8 fastballs.
That's about what it was. Same thing with Rob Deere. Break them ball to death.
Skied into center field. Wind pushes it a bit. Here's Blanco.
You see the sun. It really isn't maybe that much of an issue until about the 6th or 7th inning. But it is there, and it is as bright as it can be. We told you earlier in the broadcast, 3 miles per hour worth of wind. That was not an accurate depiction of what is actually out there. It's more like 23 miles an hour.
It might have been 3 at that particular time, but it only lasted for about 3 seconds. So. Blanco takes a strike. Blanco in the ball game yesterday went 0 for 3. He did score a run.
A first round pick over there?
Yep. Is that a self-made proclamation?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I hope it happens.
Blanco's going to tick off another guy. He keeps doing it. And Casper's not happy. There's some type of timing mechanism for Blanco, and if it's just not perfect, then he steps out. 2 balls and a strike. Uh-oh.
He's got his gear on, leading the cheers. It's an old catcher. He's got catcher face.
If you take a lot of foul tips, that's what you come to the park in.
Yeah, you wear it to bed. That's an old softball mask.
Three and 2 now to Blanco. Blanco fouls it out of play. I wore one of those when I caught my dad when he was a fast pitch pitcher.
Well, did you feel like you were getting any protection out of it?
No. I put a paper plate, drill a couple of holes in it. Foul back.
Yeah, tape a shower shoe on your face. It's the same thing.
Plus, I remember thinking, hold up the softball to see if it would fit through that opening.
Yeah, did it?
No. But if it got a square, it was going to move. It was going to move that opening to be a little bit bigger. And Kazmir wins the battle. The Giants and D-backs on Saturday at 1:05. It's the Dave Dravecky. The Giants will honor him for the 25th anniversary of his heroic comeback. First 20,000 fans are going to receive a commemorative Dravecky pin courtesy of Dignity Health. sfgiants.com/tickets. Here's Hudson, and he takes low one in. Hudson with a big swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Giants trying to get Kazmir in his stretch position. It hadn't happened yet. 8 up, 8 down. He has been fantastic this first time through the Giants lineup.
There's a corner. 1 and 2.
One of the few we've seen called today. If there are 2 guys on this planet that are equipped to deal with a small strike zone, it's Kazmir and Hudson.
Yeah.
It's just part of it. I mean, you're going to face those type of zones occasionally as a pitcher. You just have to adjust. But it definitely makes it more challenging. There's no question about that.
Back off the top of the screen. It remains 2 and 2.
That's about the only location mistake that Kazmir has made, and it was a hittable pitch, middle in above the thigh. Other than that, through the first 41 pitches, he's pretty much put it where he's wanted to.
Up high, 3 and 2.
This is just probably going to be just a straight batting practice here. Hit me fastball.
Down the right field line and out of play.
And again. One thing Kazmir does not want to do is get himself in the stretch position here to face Hunter Pence, who really is the hottest Giant.
And this pop-up is going to be out of play. Doesn't quite reach the club level.
Hudson going to see his 10th pitch. What a great at bat. So the Giants get what they wanted, and that was Kazmir in the stretch, and now Hunter Pence is going to have a shot at him. Giants still looking for their first hit. Now you see how the A's start to set their defense. They bunch the gap in right center.
Ball for a strike. Pence hit a high fastball out to right field that Moss tracked down.
Cheech. Backed him up. Another off-speed pitch. Bang, bang.
Right into the Garden last night. That's where Hunter Pence's home run went. Outside, 1-2.
And this came in a 2-strike, 2-out scenario. And Jason Hamill threw a fastball in and watched it backspin right out over the wall. And that brought momentum back into the Giants dugout.
Remember, he had the one quick inning pitch-wise. This inning, 25 pitches. Got him. So Penn strikes out looking. There's a nice catch by one of our fans here at AT Park.
A's were in the mix to sign Tim Hudson, and it was for more than his skill set, guys. Tim told me that the A's wanted him to mentor the young Sonny Gray. Now, a lot of comparisons have been made between the two, especially in their size and stature on the mound. I asked him what he thought about Sonny Gray, and he said what he really likes about him is the way he takes the mound with confidence, and he's not cocky, and that's a very fine balance for a pitcher. He also said he has the potential to not just have good stuff in this game, but great stuff, guys.
Yep. He would be welcome, I'm sure, anywhere. And looks like we're having a problem with home plate umpire Adrian Johnson. And Mark Watan, the Giants trainer, is out having a word. I beg your pardon, that's Dave Greshner.
Well, if you think back to the first inning when there was a foul ball that hit Adrian Johnson right in the mask, and he may be suffering from dizziness, which it looks to me like he may be walking out. Gabe Gresher going to take him into the umpire's clubhouse, which is right behind home plate. But clearly, Adrian Johnson not feeling 100%.
And now they need a key to get in, which would be helpful.
Well, this could be quite a while. I mean, it looks to me like he's coming out. Anytime two umpires leave, and one of them is the home plate umpire, usually means that his day is over, and they're going to have the other guy come in and put the gear on. So it's going to take as long as that other umpire to get dressed with the protective gear it requires to do balls and strikes. And Buster Posey and any other catcher can commiserate with what Adrian Johnson is going through. Pablo is hitting, and watch the catcher or the hitters, the umpire's mask, I beg your pardon, is what I'm trying to say. It's a direct hit on him.
Now, when this happens, we always look to see what kind of mask they're wearing, and this is the old style. And he might have got a little bit of Jaso's glove.
It's no fun.
Hey, at this time, what we know now about concussions, if you're feeling anything, get out of there.
Well, you know what happens when you get hit like that, you know, as the game wears on, all of a sudden you get this little low-grade headache, and it starts to intensify. And pretty soon, you really are disadvantaged. You can't hold your concentration, and with what we've seen happen with guys getting hit in the mask over the years, especially Mike Matheny, we revert back to his situation where it cost him his career.
Hudson's going to go sit down. We're going to take a break. So we're waiting for, we believe it's going to be Angel Hernandez to go behind home plate. Saturday, 1 p.m., Giants pregame live, and we'll have that game for you on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Pregame live will start at 12:30. That'll be the final series before the All-Star break. I can't say the final series before the first half. It just doesn't play out that way.
Yeah, the first 3/5 of the season.
The Giants have played 91 games. So they'll have what? 95 before the All-Star break. There's a couple of old middle infielders. And I mean old. Both those guys are old. Gallego and Flannery. Old infielders. However, looking pretty good, though.
Speaking of looking good.
There's Eddie. Eddie holding his stomach in.
Eddie Montague, a former umpire. Well, I think it was like 36, 37 years that he umped.
Yeah.
I mean, he was there a long time, and he was a great umpire.
Put the gear on. Problem is maybe the gear's already been sent to the airport. No, they wouldn't do that.
No, they wouldn't do that. But Eddie Montague back there, and he's now one of the supervisors for umpires, and he's here every day there is a game. Not a surprise to see him down there coming out of the umpires clubhouse to find out the condition of Adrian Johnson. Now you see Angel Hernandez back. He's got his gear on, so we're about ready to resume play. But Eddie Montague really, he looks out after his boys.
So finally we will get this game underway. And it'll be Moss, Donaldson, and Lowry. This is the part of the lineup where the A's scored their run in the second inning.
So it is a bit unusual when you have to bring in a new umpire because you're bringing in a new strike zone. And you're going to see another low ball umpire. Usually with Angel Hernandez, he'll start off with low ball strikes early in the game, and then the zone will gradually get higher as the game wears on. But it is a tight zone as well. I mean, it's a hitter's umpire. And I can see a lot of corner strikes called, but that basically has been established already so far in today's ball game with Adrian Johnson. He didn't have a lot of corners either. So in that regards, that is pretty much the same for Tim Hudson. If anything, you'll see a few more higher strikes called than you did see with Adrian Johnson.
Well, this is what we've determined, the shot that Adrian Johnson took that rattled him, and here in the fourth inning he's going to depart. So here's Moss. Moss opened up the second inning with a base hit. And he shoots this one on one hop out to hit. And Moss is retired.
Just barely.
Well, with the second baseman playing that deep, and if you don't hit it really hard, you got a shot if you can run a little bit to beat it out.
Second baseman is way out there, and Moss has got pretty good speed. You have to wait to let that first baseman get over, get set up, and then you've got to make a good throw. And Moss has got a strong arm. I mean, he's got a shortstop arm playing second base, and he needed it there. Brandon Hicks, I beg your pardon.
Could have been Mark Laton. No,
we got Mark Laton. We got Moss playing second base. Day games after night games, you know, we got it covered.
0-1 to Donaldson. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 to Donaldson, and a swing and a miss, 1-2.
Good breaking ball. Hudson's got 2 types, really 3 if you consider the cut. He can cut it, he can throw a slider and a curveball. He can back speeds off of pitches. Got good touch, good feel of all of his pitches.
Hit hard, and it's off for Moss. And then it ricochets out into right field.
It's got to be a hit. That is a nightmare for any infielder. You get a top spin, 1-hop bullet off the bat of a strong hitter, and it just comes up and just eats him up.
Well, you almost have to try to guess where the ball's going to end up, and then if you guess right, what a great play. So here's Jed Lowry. Lowry shoots it foul down the left field line. No balls and a strike. Following Lowry will be Callaspo. High. 1 ball and 1 strike. Donaldson at first. Donaldson does have 3 steals. Two and one.
Talked about the adjustments you have to make when you change strike zones, when you change umpires in the middle of the ball game. Doesn't happen very often, but it's as tough on the hitters as it is on the guy out there on the mound.
Hit into the gap. Morris will get there. For a brief second, it looked like that may have a shot.
Well, there's carry from the right field line to left field because of the way the wind is blowing right now. And you get backspin out to left field, left center, and you're going to see some carry, much more than you normally would.
Callaspo a sacrifice fly in the second. So maybe now Donaldson takes off with 2 outs. And at the knees, and it's 0-1. In extra innings today, the Cubs beat the Reds 6-4. That was a 5-game series. And the Cubs were in jeopardy of getting swept in a 5-game series. That didn't happen. Hit on the ground. Sandoval's got it. Sandoval from 1 knee, and that'll end the inning. Crawford, Sandoval, Posey coming up.
Nice play.
and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
1-0 Oakland. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Time now for our Ford right choice. We're going to take a look at the play that ended for the A's in the top of the 4th, and it was a beautiful play
from Pablo Sandoval, spearing the ball as he moved on to his left and robbed Alberto Callaspo from a base hit, and that is our Ford right choice. Good one.
So here's Crawford. Breaking ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Make it 2-0. Crawford struck out in the first inning. Sandoval to follow. And then Posey. And that's kind of the count leverage you want when a guy's throwing as well as Kazmir is. Two and two.
Good breaking ball, and I mean absolute drop dead perfect location out there on the outside corner, perhaps a bit off the plate away. I mean, this is a good snapper.
Hit on the ground to second. Callaspo with the play.
Well, this weekend, the Arizona Diamondbacks come to San Francisco to take on the Giants the last 3 games of the first half. Sunday's game, a 105 start. Angel Pagan bobblehead day presented by Chevron Extra Mile. The first 40,000 fans will receive a Pagan bobblehead sliding into home plate, and it commemorates the 2013 Inside the Park walk-off home run. You want tickets for this game? All you do is go to sfgiants.com/tickets.
Sandoval lines this one right at Donaldson.
That's 2 times now that Sandoval's hit the ball hard off Kazmir and has gotten with a little bird left on the rock. And that is a bullet. And they call it the hot corner for good reason. Well, a lot of time to think about how you're going to play this one. It's like, hope you get your glove up in time.
Yeah,
and defend.
Just glad it was hit in the air. Posey fouls it back. No balls and 1 strike.
Giants have had good balance in their swings against Kazmir this inning. Yep, these guys are going to be arguing for a long time.
Buddies, though.
Yep. See which guy brought his glove, though, huh?
That's the guy with the game face, the Will Clark game face. The other one stashing his food. You know, sharing.
He's a great guy. A lot of those in Northern California.
Hit into center field, and it's right at Gentry, and that'll end the inning. An 8-pitch inning, couple of balls hit hard, nothing going on, 1-0 A's.
Bay Area is brought to you by the Solar Company. Not just any solar company, the Solar Company. Switch to solar and save.
1-0 A's. 5th inning. Gentry, Kazmir, Jaso facing Tim Hudson. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Gentry was walked intentionally in the second. Pops this one out of play. It's 0-2. Hudson, the next pitch for him will be 50. One and two.
Well, he's way ahead of where the norm is when you look at pitch count. You think 15 per inning. After the 5th, you should be at 75 pitches. But we see that a lot with Hudson, his strike throw, and he gets a lot of ground balls, which gives him quick outs within 3 pitches.
Hit on the ground to Sandoval. You got to hurry with Gentry. He can scoot.
He doesn't give you time to bobble and recover.
And because of what you're saying about Hudson, Mike, he will get a few more decisions that way because he pitches deeper into games. Here's Kazmir. Drops it. And that'll bring up Jaso.
I would imagine Jaso's going to take a strike just to give Kazmir a little bit of a breather. He did have a lot of pitches last couple of innings. But, I mean, that's what he should do. No guarantee.
One ball and no strikes. Two of them. Just out. Ready to go. And he gets my vote.
He's got his orange on. A lot of good attitude.
He actually thinks it's a Friday night.
Well, some people every day is Friday.
A hit to right. Pence is going to move back. And it's going to sail over his head. And now Pence has a hard time digging it out. And it'll be a triple for Jaso.
Second hit of the day for Jaso against Tim Hudson. And how do you hit a sinker ball? Or you make him get the ball up. This comes cruising in, middle in at the belt. And he puts a ride into it. And when you are pitching and you see a guy hit a ball like this off you, you just go, wow, I'm glad we're here at AT A lot of ballparks that may be out. But Jaso can run. He's always had better than average speed for a catcher. And here he gets a chance to show off his wheels.
So here's Vogt. Hudson wanted that one, didn't get it, and it's 1 ball and no strike. is a rocket into right field. It's 2-0.
A little two-out thunder here shown by the A's. Two-out triple, and then Vogt cashes in on it. Like it was going to be a very quick inning for Hudson. Now all of a sudden, the A's coming up with 2 bullets, and they put a run on the board. Nice, compact, powerful swing.
So here's Cespedes. Cespedes is 0 for 2. And a strike. Cespedes hit into a double play in the first and then struck out in the third.
Pitching to a guy with an open stance like Cespedes had, you always kind of have the feeling that he's looking to pull. Looking to hit the ball to left field. It's the way it looks when you're throwing to it.
It's a sunshine here today. And a foul back. 1 and 2. Hudson not taking his time, catching a breather. Keeps it close, 2 and 2. It's not an easy one to do that.
Break a ball in the dirt, turns the ball the proper way. With a breaking ball, it will come back to you. It'll bounce to your right and then come back in towards your middle. It's the beauty of a breaking ball, is that it is predictable. Do not get that predictability with fastballs and splits.
Got him. Another in the inning. A run on 2 hits. Bottom of the 5th coming up. 2-0 A's.
Are presented by Lagunitas Brewing Company. Come out to hear the Mowgli's, an alternative rock band, as they will be performing live in Seals Plaza. It's a pregame. It starts between 5 and 7. Your special event package will include a complimentary beverage and a game ticket to see the Giants take on the D-backs. So go to sfgiants.com/special events and check it out. The Mowgli's. Mowgli's have a song, San Francisco. Giants use it in TV spots and featured in ballpark music during the 2012 World Series. Very cool.
And a base hit for Moore.
So there'll be no hitters today. Giants finally get a clean base hit and, more importantly, a leadoff hitter on base. So that's brought to you by our Exmo, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
It's the shoes. It's the shoes.
And he likes the high top look with the pin socks.
The shoes. Here's Belt. Belt's going to see a steady diet of those.
Still looking for his first hit in this series.
And that pitch is wide. One ball and one strike. Overshift is on for Belt. He's going to see a lot of those. This is the pitch that Cespedes struck out on, and we're saying that he fouled it and it went in the dirt, although maybe the call was he didn't foul it.
It looked to me like he did. Yeah. Once it hits the dirt, I mean, he should still be hitting. That inning should never have ended. He should not have been charged with a strikeout.
Outside, 2-2. Two and two. Down the left field line and out of play. And I would think that would be something that you might want to review. Two balls, two strikes. Foul back. Better swing by Belt, and the pitch was a little up. There's also a fastball. Two and two with Morris at first and nobody out.
Ooh, he wanted to. That was not an easy take.
It's only the third or fourth one he's seen in this at bat. He may see another one here. We'll see.
Now let's take a look. Hard breaking ball and just lets it fall out of the strike zone.
So 3-2.
Kazmir shook off a fastball. He wants a breaking ball.
And he threw him a hanger, and Belt just got a piece.
Just missed it.
Got him.
And he knew he was not really picking up the breaking ball well. That's why Kazmir called off the fastball and wanted to go with that breaking ball. And then in the end, on a 3-2, he drops it out right below the strike zone, and Belt cannot lay out. That's a perfect pitch. Perfect pitch when you really don't think the guy's going to take it. Normally 3-2, you think the guy's going to come in the strike zone. Well, that's a confident pitcher out there.
Here's Hicks. Hicks takes high.
First pitch changeup. And he backed it up. And that really is one of the things that Kazmir has done this year that he's never done in his career. And that's throw a changeup and then come back and give you another changeup. And at times even a third and a fourth changeup. And there's 3 in a row. And I think his philosophy of that is that, well, once I throw those, nobody's going to look for a fourth changeup or a fifth changeup.
I'm not.
No. And he's used it a lot this year, and it's really been a large part of his success this season. And all it's done is put him on the All-Star team.
Oh, and then you see a fastball.
Well, so you three changeups, and then you see a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. What's it look like?
103.
And it really does. You're just better off going through with a pitch because you really can get hurt that way. And he tweaked himself. Just as he breaks, Angel Hernandez calls timeout. And you really cannot fault a hitter to call timeout late like that because Kazmir was freezing him. But boy, that's late, and you really can hurt yourself. And there's not a pitcher on the planet that likes to have a start-stop. But when you hold a runner that long, I mean, you can't be surprised. What you should do is just go ahead and throw the pitch.
And throw it at the hitter if you want.
Well, back in the day, they would teach that. You can't do that anymore.
It's kind of a freebie, isn't it?
It was an absolute freebie. Throw a guy, and time's called, so it doesn't count.
Got him.
If you want, you could drill him again.
Time to log on to csnbarrier.com and decide the play of the game. Winner will be revealed during Giants postgame live. Check out the enhanced Bloomberg stats. Giants in-game live on csnbarrier.com. Log on now and vote. Here's Blanco.
There's the distribution of outs. 1 ground ball, 7 flyouts, 6 strikeouts. So you say, what kind of pitcher is he? Strikeout fly ball guy.
Now Hudson is out on deck. Should Blanco reach, he may not hit.
Could be a deke too. Sometimes managers will do that to give the opposing manager an idea that he may pinch hit just so that the 8th place hitter gets better pitches to hit. The theory being, well, if they're thinking they're going to put a hitter up there next, a pitcher will go at that 8th place hitter, be a little more aggressive. And one thing about Blanco, he was not looking fastball in because that was right on the inside corner.
Two and two. Morris led off the inning with a base hit. And a base hit to right field. Second and third, 2 outs. And Hudson's going to hit.
Well, Hudson had an outstanding at bat his last at bat. A 10-pitch walk. Up until that point, that was the best at bat that any of the Giants had had against Casimir, and he was the first base runner. So a nice 2-strike at bat from Blanco to extend the inning.
One ball and no strikes.
And right here, you're going to look at a good hitting pitcher have a pretty good pitch to hit, I would imagine. Because Casimir does not want this inning to extend to Hunter Pence on deck.
Hit well into center field. On the move is Gentry, and he's going to track it down. And that's going to end the inning. It remains 2-0.
Shooting ready for fans at csnbayarea.com. Jeremy Affeldt visits with me for a little bit. We talk about the ups and downs that bullpen has been going through. And Dwayne, we talk about grooming facial hair in the dugout, and you're part of it. You got to watch it. csnbayarea.com. Bull shooting.
Facial hair? Amy, we're going to have to watch to find out what that is all about. Here it's 2-0 Oakland at the top of the 6th inning. Tim Hudson with a nice at bat, put a charge into a 1-0 fastball. Just not quite enough strength to get it out. But Craig Gentry really had to go a long way, but with his speed, not a problem. You see him playing over to the right center field side. And this going to his right to the backhand, and in the end, can of corn.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more towards the gap. So Moss is going to lead things off. We're in the 6th. Moss singled and scored in the 2nd, then bounced out to Hicks in the fourth. And this is foul. He's going to kick all the way out to Hunter Pence. Now, folks down the right field line ready with gloves, but I don't think they were quite ready for something hit that hard.
Yeah, that was loud. I'd have been impressed if a fan would have made that play.
Hitting the gap. Nobody's going to get this one. And Moss has got a leadoff double. So Hudson in trouble right off the bat.
Yeah, you always hate to see that when a guy has had an inning where he's given up a couple runs and now he comes back to start a new inning and boom, a leadoff runner gets on base, especially by way of an opposite field double. Moss getting a hanger right up around the belt and doing what you're supposed to do with him.
Hit well to right field. Pence is going to have to watch this one go, and it is gone. And Donaldson goes the other way for his 20th home run of the season. Quiet for most of the series, but not today.
Well, and it's really one thing you just don't see a lot of. And that's opposite field home runs in this ballpark from a right-handed hitter. And just a real testimony to strength. And this ball has carry. Right on the tin roof. And that one hurt.
And here's Lowry. Lowry is 0 for 2. And that fastball is just inside. And that's a base hit down the left field line. So 3 straight hits for the A's. Here to open up the 6th inning.
Yeah, 3 straight extra base hits.
And that'll bring up Callaspo as Dave Righetti comes out.
Javier Lopez very quickly heading down the Giants bullpen to get heated up. And Dave Righetti going to come out and take a little time. And usually with a sinker baller, it's always the same problem. They start to elevate. They start to get the ball up. And as that ball raises up in the strike zone, up around the belt, it starts to lose movement. And that's when they're vulnerable.
So here's Callaspo. Callaspo 0 for 1. And it's in tight. 1 ball and no strike. One and 0 to Callaspo. On deck is Gentry. And that's tapped foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
So back foot slider, follows it up with a changeup to even the count. And a softball on Callaspo, who Callaspo has done some damage in this series, and most of it has been with fastballs. He had been stone cold at the start of the series. But he's had some big hits against the Giants.
Hit to right and deep. Pence again looking up. And this is off the bricks. Stopping at third is Lowry, and it's a double for Callaspo. So 4 extra base hits in a row.
Yeah, it's not often you see a guy at second base, and all of a sudden the guy hits a double, and the runner at second can't score. And right now, Javier Lopez cannot get it going fast enough. Jed Lowry has that perplexed look on his face, and here's why. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I go halfway? And in the end, all he can do is move up 90 feet. And you kind of have the feeling you just cost your teammate an RBI when you can't score.
So Kazmir is going to hit. Down the first is Gentry. There's a relative. Recognize her?
I almost didn't.
Annie Kuiper on the left. My brother's wife Amanda on the right.
She has really gotten tall.
Sprouted up. Not like her dad. She's camera shy. Her dad not.
It's a good thing.
Swinging a foul to the backstop. 0-1. Two ground outs for Kazmir. One to second, one to short. Lowry, Callaspo, and Gentry are your base runners, and Jaso is on deck. In tight, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Cardinals announced today that Yadier Molina is going to be out for a while. Injured a ligament in his thumb. They're saying 8 to 12 weeks.
Wow, that's a huge blow to that Cardinal team who was just starting to put it together in the National League Central.
I mean, if it's 8 weeks, it's a couple of months. If it's longer than that, it could be the season.
Man, I mean, 12 weeks. I mean, that's going to put you right there on the doorstep of the playoff month.
1-2 to Kazmir. Hudson trying to limit the damage. And he will, at least to Kazmir. And now Bruce Bochy's coming out. So Lopez is going to come in. As Bruce Bochy now just getting to the mound. Well, it's time for a change. Things speedy. Oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up with Smog Experts. We'll be back. They've scored twice here in the 6th inning.
Javier Lopez coming in now for the Giants. See what he has done the first half. 34th time that he has come in. 18 innings amassed in those 33 appearances. 1-1 with a 3.0 ERA. 24 base runners in 18 innings. 9 walks, which is not characteristic of Javier Lopez. And that is something he looks to improve upon. More walks than strikeouts. Another indicator that not quite as sharp with the command as we have seen him over the years. But here he inherits a bases loaded 1-out situation.
And it's Derek Norris who's going to hit instead of Jaso.
I really find this an odd move. I know it's a right-hander facing a left-hander, and they've got a 3-catcher system. I understand all that. But you also have Jaso who's catching a shutout from Kazmir. And I want to say, if I was pitching and manager did that to me, I would not be happy with it. Just like I would not be happy with that first ball call by Angel Hernandez to the pitch just thrown by Javier Lopez.
1 ball and no strikes. Two of them. Lowry, Callaspo, Gentry.
I mean, nothing too. If it was a 1-0 ball game, I could see it. But a 4-0 ball game, you're going to take your catcher out who's calling a shutout? That one I don't get.
A little pop up to right field. Pence broke back. Now he comes in and he makes the catch. Two outs. And here's Vogt. Vogt knocked in a run with a base hit in the 5th inning. And a strike, and it's 0-1. And that pitch is wide. One ball and 1 strike. And this is going to hurt. Into right center field. And it's going to score 2. So Vogt comes through with a big hit. And it knocks in a pair.
You're right. That's the bone crusher right there. A chance to minimize the damage, and all of a sudden Vogt, who's had a really nice day and a nice series, comes up strong. A little fastball. They set the target away. It goes middle in right above the thigh. And Vogt fights it off. And 2 runs cash in on the location mistake.
So Machi's going to come in. It's a 4-run 6th inning for the A's.
SFN Insurance Brokers, offering business and personal insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. Visit us at hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
6-0 Athletics. And the new pitcher that Bruce Bochy has just brought into the ball game will be Gene Machi. Take a look at his first half body of work. 5-0 with a 1.72 ERA. 36 base runners in 36 innings. He has had an outstanding first half.
So here's Cespedes. Runners now at the corners. 10 hits now for the A's. The Giants with 2. No balls and 1 strike.
First pitch slider. They're just pounding that outside corner with hard breaking balls. And Cespedes' best defense is to take that pitch. But he cannot. And that is why teams continue to go out there off the plate, hoping that he goes out of the strike zone.
And the 0-1 is a strike, and it's now 0-2.
This little backdoor two-seamer. Again, try to come back around just a little bit outside. Still a good two-strike pitch. Paralysis.
One and 2 to Cespedes. And that'll end the inning. Damage done. 4 runs in for the A's. It's 6-0 Oakland. Home run landing on a bed of kale. As long as it goes over the fence, I don't care if it's in the kale patch, a glove, a kid's hand, as long as you get a win. The only reason you hit homers is to win. So here's Pence. It'll be Pence, Crawford, and Sandoval. And he fouls it back. And it's no balls and 1 strike.
Well, this is an important inning for the Giants. I mean, you're down 6 runs. You've got 4 innings left, 12 outs, and they are very, very important. And this is a part of the lineup now where Hunter Pence is seeing Kazmir for the 3rd time. They really need to make a little ding in the scoreboard this inning. Something has to go up.
That runs in tight. Pence is flied out and he's struck out.
Derek Norris in to catch.
Hit on the ground to short. Lowry. And Hunter Pence says no. So they'll take a look at it.
Ron Wotus going to get the call as soon as he sees the replay. He's safe.
Yep.
That was the one he beat out. You can see why Hunter Pence is upset about this one.
Wouldn't it be great if Hunter Pence went back to first right now?
Well, he hits a little short of the bag, and then his foot sort of slides his toe into the front of the bag. But he indeed did beat that out. So Paul Nauert and Angel Hernandez is going to come in and listen to the conversation with New York. This replay review is presented by Xfinity.
See what's going on with the reviews this year, and that's through July 6th. Overturned 318, and that number is going to be higher than all the other numbers because you got people looking at the replay before you go to replay.
One more look from another angle, and he beat it. I mean, that should be enough to overrule the call. And a lot of times we've seen plays that looked like the runner was indeed safe, but it was so close that it just wasn't enough to overrule it. Well, this one looks like you've got some space between the ball and the glove when that toe hits the base. He's safe. So I don't.
This will be a really quick review.
Really one of the fastest ones of the year.
It will, because it's so obvious
to us.
Over next door, Glenn and Ray got Pence out by a step.
It's all about perspective.
This will be a quick review.
Yeah, one of the quickest all year long.
It would possibly tick off the umpires if Pence just now would run over and stand on first.
So I guess it's all starting to happen now.
It's all starting to happen right now. Lowry took a little bit too much time.
Well, Hunter Pence will not allow you that extra time. Well, that's a big play. When you're down 6-0, you got your leadoff hitter on leading off in the 6th inning. Getting him on base will get a little spark in the dugout. Now they need to add to it. Walks, knocks, anything. Keep the line moving.
So here's Crawford.
Bloop and a blast.
And Crawford bounces this one foul. We're being told by the official score that we should credit Pence with a base hit. I was a little unsure. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I put a big question mark there. Hit all the way.
Oh, 2 to Crawford. tight. So everything away until that last pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You're throwing a changeup at an 0-2. You're saying something. I want to put this ball away or off the plate away. I don't want to miss inside. And that's where that was. That was a mistake. He hadn't made that many with any of his pitches.
And he got him with a fastball.
And it really does a nice job of setting up that fastball.
And here's Sandoval.
Strikeout number 7 on the day, and this is just a fastball he blows right by Brandon Crawford.
Sandoval's hit 2 line drives. He's 0 for 2. Bounces this one. Donaldson. And Callaspo dropped it. Trying to turn it. But called out anyway.
Now let's take a look at it. You're going to get some heat from Hunter Pence. Now that one I have no problem with. I think he did have possession of it. It was on the exchange.
So here's Buster Posey. Buster's 0 for 2. Callaspo coming across the bag. Yeah, he was on the bag. One ball and no strikes. Posey shoots this one, and it's under Callaspo. And that'll put runners at first and second.
All right, now there's your opportunity. The Giants need Michael Morse to run into one right now. Top spin bullet. We saw it earlier in the game. Happened to Brandon Hicks. Here it happens to Callaspo. That's a hit. And it has been ruled an error.
That's a bad call.
I'm not changing it. Identical same play earlier in the game was called a hit. I don't know why it would be different now.
Here's Morris. First pitch strike to Morris.
Dan Otero starting to get heated up for the A's.
So a quick 0-2.
Giants looking for that 2-out knock.
And he got him, and that'll end the inning. 8 strikeouts for Casimir. It's 6-0 A's. Toyota game summary, and it's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Casbier's been terrific. Hudson got roughed up. Donaldson's got an opposite field home run, and Vogt's got some big hits. So Machi will open up the 7th inning to Moss. Moss has a couple of hits. He's 2 for 3. So overshift is on for Moss. And he takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
Nice fork ball there. Go to overshift.com and you can see that defensive alignment.
Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2.
A slider, and you're starting to see Machi throw more pitches other than the forkball. For a while there, he was just dominating with the forkball. Then he got into a little slump with the fork, and he was starting to hang some. So guess what? Start throwing other pitches. You get teams looking for that speed, and when you drop one up in the strike zone, it's hittable.
Hunter Pence will put it away.
Well, check out Yahoo Sports Talk Live, presented by Comcast Business Class, hosted by Elmer Kozimor today, 5 p.m. Elmer's guests today will be Andrew Baggerly, Giants insider, Joe Stigich, the A's insider, and Andy Dolich, the sports business insider.
We have a bunch of insiders on today.
So Baggerly, Stiglich, and Dolich.
That would be one you won't want to miss. Here's Donaldson. Donaldson takes low and away. And a call strike. 0-1.
Seven opposite field home runs, second most in the American League, and he did it here. And here, if you're a right-hander, you can brag about it.
It's probably going to have to happen during the day. It's probably going to have to happen towards the line.
And you can see, though, he gets backspin on it, which is going to give you carry. And granted, it was a tin shot, but still, it's a right-hander hitting the ball out.
Yep. That's impressive. And that's in tight. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Donaldson last year 24 home runs. It's the most he's ever hit in the big leagues. This year he's got 20.
Sandoval has it. And he's going to Minneapolis. Here's Lowry.
Well, and Donaldson, I'm sure, feels he hadn't even got hot yet. He's hitting 237 coming into today's ball game. Last year hit 301 with 24 bombs. So you can understand why he feels he hasn't really gotten it going the way he can.
Here's Lowry. Lowry doubled over the third base bag. He did that in the 6th inning. It was the 6th inning that got away from Tim Hudson. No balls and 1 strike. That's skipped past Buster Posey and then past the on-deck hitter, Alberto Callaspo. A ball and a strike. Giants will entertain the Arizona Diamondbacks tomorrow night. Seattle will make that. The A's will head to Seattle. And on the ground to Hicks. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Machi. Work to do for the Giants, and Brandon Belt's going to lead things off. It's 6-0 A's. The A's.
Well, fans, the next time you're looking to pick up great seats to the game, head to StubHub, where you can earn 2% back in fan rewards on every purchase, including Giants ticket. Plus, with all-in pricing, there are no surprise fees at checkout. StubHub, your tickets to upgrades and more.
Here's Kazmir to Belt. And Belt takes a strike.
Kazmir has been cruising.
4-0 during the day. Usually don't put much stock into those. 4-0 during the day on grass when the temperature is below 65 at sea level.
Well, I mean, they do have that stat.
Okay, great. One and two.
It's statistics like that that really took the negotiations right out of the hands of the players. You had to have an agent. The first time I went in there to try and represent myself, it was such a mismatch.
Yeah, I think I know that feeling. 9 strikeouts for Kazmir. And then if you did get an agent, the GM got so mad at you for doing that.
Yeah, he held it against you. And we watched guys get released because they had agents. Now everybody has an agent.
We actually got threatened. You better not get an agent.
You know, your general manager does not like agents. It's your decision, but I'm just giving you a little heads up here.
Here's Hicks.
Really?
Hicks skies this one into center field. And Gentry's going to put it away. Oh, my goodness. The good old days. The 70s.
I had
the decade of the free agents.
My rookie year, started the season off, and I was getting $22,500. That was my deal. And I started off 7-4, and I got a raise. Bob Kennedy says, we're going to give you a $5,000 raise. And this happened in July, in the middle of the season. When was the last time you heard that happening? What I didn't know is when he said you're going to get a raise at $5,000, it was prorated. Half the season was already gone, so it turned out I got a $2,500 raise. Which still, though, I mean, I was still pretty pumped about it.
Here's Blanco. Blanco runs up on it, but takes it for a strike. It's 0-1. The horror stories of trying to negotiate up until the late 70s. Every guy that played has got one. Even guys that didn't get to the big leagues. Trying to negotiate a minor league deal after you had a good year.
We had a guy named V.D. Himsel who was in charge of all the minor league contracts when I was with the Cubs coming up. And I got a contract for $700 a month. And I wrote back and said, I need another $50. I got married, and it's going to be very important to me that I get another $50. He wrote back with the same $700 contract. He says, sign this. We didn't sign your wife. We signed you to a contract.
Yeah, no, I got the same thing from our friend Bob Quinn. Well, if you're married and you had a couple of kids, maybe I'd give you another $50 a month.
We're not making this up. $50 is a big deal.
Dear Bob, I got 2 girlfriends and a bunch of friends, and is that going to work? No, it's not. Blanco hits it hard, but it's Lowry. And that'll end the inning. For us, the 70s. Woo!
AT SFN, get your pictures and get your Twitter account ready and hashtag a tweet to us at CSNBA fan photo. Make sure to include your name and hometown. The winners today, Jamie and John from Seattle. I loved this picture because they selfied with Kruk and Kipe. And Kipe, you kind of look like you're giving the stank eye there a little bit. All right, send them in, and maybe you'll get on a future broadcast, guys.
Well, maybe that was when you were reading one of those bull shooting promos. Yeah, I definitely think that was it.
Amer the Gamer dropping Kipe stank eye. I like it.
Here's Kai Hospo when it's time for a change. The Expedia oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Yusmeiro Petit in now for Bruce Bochy. 3-3 on the year with a 4.05. 60 strikeouts against 15 walks. Nice cool 4-to-1 strikeout walk ratio. That's fantastic.
Adrianza is now at second base. High and foul down the left field line and out of play. Gentry's on deck, and then Kazmir. This is the 8th. Got him. So Petit right out of bed gets a strikeout, and here's Gentry.
That's always a nice way to start your bullpen stint.
Indeed it is. Sogard's on deck. That gets Buster Posey. Yep.
Let's see what got him. Oh. Right in the teeth. Did he draw any glove at all? No. So Angel Hernandez is going to come out, clean off a plate that's absolutely as clean as a whistle, just to give Posey a bit of a breather. And Dave Greshner now, Bird Dog and Buster Posey. And he will not take his eyes off Giants catcher.
High, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sogard to follow, and this is just wide. Phillies a 4-game sweep in Milwaukee. How about that?
Yeah, Brewers have hit on hard times.
Matt Garza had a no-hitter, I think, through 6 innings in that game. 2-2.
What was the final score?
It's a 9-1 final.
Wow.
No hit into the 7th. Phillies are up for 9 runs. And pull off a 4-game sweep. Ooh. This is hooked down the left field line. Foul.
We have seen some significant injuries this week in baseball. You mentioned the one about Yadier Molina, who's going to be out 8 to 12 weeks with a ligament problem in his thumb. Homer Bailey had to come out of a ball game today with knee pain. Tanaka, the high-priced free agent for the Yankees, who has had an incredible season, and was really a candidate to open up the All-Star game, is on the DL with elbow problems. Brandon Phillips, the Gold Glove second baseman for the Reds, on the shelf. I mean, these are big injuries.
Thumb surgery, Molina, we mentioned earlier. So what you kind of want to get this one, you just move this one along. Two balls, 2 strikes to Gentry. Gentry with a big swing and a foul.
I don't know how big that was. There's a big emergency swing and a foul.
You can get away with that on radio. You cannot on TV. 2-2 pitch. Foul back. Giants are trying to get healthy with Scudero possibly coming back very soon. Angel Pagan is in Arizona trying to get close to being able to do some on-field stuff. Posey hangs on, so Gentry's out. Ball rattled around and then stuck right in the web. Always said you got a good web. So here's Sogard.
Had an interesting discussion today with John Miller, who had lunch yesterday.
Sogard pops it out of play.
John Miller had lunch with his old pal George Will, really one of the best writers in the country, critical writer, but also a true love of baseball. He has amazing books about the game he loves. And one of the things he noticed in 1967, the year of the pitcher, there were 5 teams in the National League that had over 1,000 strikeouts that year. And that was a big deal. This year, baseball's on par to have 29 teams have 1,000 strikeouts as a team unit. I mean, that's an amazing statistic. And what has really become the year of the pitcher. And I leave it to George Will to come up to with a statistic that really emphasizes how dominant the pitching has been. And there really are reasons for it as the game has evolved. And pitchers now have a lot of command of a lot of different speeds and movements. And it's become very difficult to hit at this level. And those strikeout figures that tell you that it's become more difficult than any other time in Major League history.
One and two. And that'll end the inning. So I guess on cue with what you're talking about, Petit, who's really not a strikeout guy, strikes out the side.
Pretty much. Fitting time now for our Honda Player of the Game. Today it is Scott Kazmir, the all-star left-hander for the A's. Was fantastic today. He has struck out 9 Giants, and that is the 5th time that he has done that. 2nd time in a row that he's had more than 8. I should say he struck out 8 or more 5 times. The 2nd start in a row that he has done that. And he really mixed his pitches up beautifully. And
set up his fastballs with off-speed stuff. He is our Honda player of the game.
Adrianza flips this one down the left field line, and it's going to fall. And I don't know what Adrianza's doing. Did he miss first?
Well, unless he thought down 6-0, it just wasn't time to gamble. But I mean, he didn't get out of the box very well. And he just does clip it with his toe, but on a pop-up like that, he should be standing at second.
Yeah, he thought he missed it. Absolutely thought he missed it. Here's Pence. Pence goes the other way, and this one's going to be foul. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Dan Otero in for the 43rd time for the A's, having a great first half. 7-1 with a 1.98. Been a bit of a vulture, picking up wins late. Eric Sogard stays in the ball game. At second base, he will become the second baseman. I think I said earlier the year of the pitcher was 67. 68 was the year of the pitcher. So, Chris, if you're watching, thank you. And I know you are watching.
2 balls and a strike. And a drive to right, and that's going to be a base hit. Well, what Adrianza does is he's watching to see if this is going to fall or not. And what you're supposed to do is check to see where the bag is.
Well, and you also should be busting out like it's a gap double. I mean, that's something that he will be approached about at the end of this inning.
So here's Crawford.
Young player mistakes.
Crawford is 0 for 3, and this one gets Norris.
Watching the ball, takes his eye off the bag. And he just does clip the edge, but in his mind, maybe he thought, I don't know if they saw that. I better go back. We're down 6-0. I can't take a chance.
You can't take a chance. You absolutely have to go back.
Watch the mask. So everybody's getting dinged. Already Adrian Johnson, the umpire at the start of this ball game, had to lead because of getting hit in the face in the first inning. Buster Posey took a bolt, and now Derek Norris does.
Into left center field for Gentry. And that'll bring up Sandoval. Sandoval 0 for 3. Adrianza at second, Pence at first. And a challenge and a swing and maybe a foul. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Giants are looking for a jolt of light, no doubt about it. They need lightning. They need a big bottle of it. They need it now.
And that'll be a base hit. Here's the throw home. Not in time. Giants are on the board. And Sandoval comes through.
And very quickly, more activity. as Luke Gregerson heads down to the A's bullpen. But the Giants get to have a little fun, making some noise as Tim Flannery sends home Adrianza.
Here comes Curtis Young. Yo, left-hander.
Yeah, he's going to come out and do some slow coaching and just get some time for Gregerson to get heated up in the A's pen. Well, don't forget to check out Sportsnet Central tonight right after Giants postgame live right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
So here's Buster Posey. And a strike at the knee. Buster reached on an error in the sixth that we thought was a base hit. Wraps this one foul, and it's 0-2. That's Mike Peckner doing a wise thing. If you're a ball dude, pick it up when it stops rolling. Gregerson and Abad. It's 0-2 to Posey. And Posey on that hard sinker down and in. He strikes out. 2 outs.
Hard sinker down and in, and look at the movement, and Posey goes fishing. Do not hurt yourself, Mr. Posey.
No. Morris is 1 for 3. We got the first hit for the Giants in the 5th inning.
Dave Gresham going to come over and see how that felt. Remember, it was a swing like that that kind of tweaked him earlier. Plus, in this game, he took one off the face. Hit the mask.
I think that's one of the things that probably Gresham was checking on. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That sinker down and into right-hander has been a good pitch for Dan Otero this year. The one he got Posey to go after. He had a lot of guys go after it. Look out.
Well, Mr. Morris can put a dent into this A's lead. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Out to left. And that'll end the inning. Giants on the board. 9th inning coming up. Wrap that'll come up after the game. Mike will also talk about this game and many other things with Murph and Mac tomorrow morning on KNBR 680. A 6-1 lead for the A's. Here's Norris to lead things off. Norris popped out in the 6th inning. He takes a strike. On deck is Vogt and then Cespedes. And that's the souvenir just to our right. And our fine folks at the club level just could not keep it in the club level.
Well, certain levels around the ballpark are a little sensitive to that. If a ball comes in the club level, they want it to stay there. You lose it and it drops down below, you're going to get booed. And quite honestly, you deserve it.
0-2.
Bring your glove, you could have been a hero.
And that fastball is high. 1-2.
As we mentioned earlier, Giants, following today's game, will start the final 3-game series of the first half as the Arizona Diamondbacks come in. The A's will hop on a plane as they are technically on the road, and they will finish their first half up in Seattle, the last 3.
Seattle's playing better. Angels are hanging in there. And it's made the West a little interesting. But a month ago, I didn't think the West was going to be interesting at all.
Baseball's being baseball, though. That's a tendency to get interesting as it wears on. You know what's going to be amazing is the Giants, after their All-Star break, hop on a plane Thursday the 17th and fly into Miami, and then have a 7-game road trip. When they get back home, they have a 6-game homestand against the Dodgers and the Pirates, and that's it for July. It's into August.
Well,
that's the trade deadline, and here we go.
The record's better on the road. Got him.
4 strikeouts in a row for Yusmeiro Petit.
This is like 1968 for crying out loud.
Yeah. Only better.
Here's Vogt. Vogt got the big hit off of Lopez in the 6th inning. Instead of a 4-0 lead, it became a 6-0 lead. With Cespedes on deck. Petit came in the 8th inning. Struck out the side in the 8th. I suppose he got that one, I think, on his foot.
You know, it always seems for a catcher that you do get beat up the day game after a night game. That's a quick turnaround for a catcher. Play both games.
And it's Adrianza who makes the catch. Nice play. 2 outs, and here's Cespedes.
Let's take a look at Adrianza, and all really he had time to do was fall down. No time for a step, just sort of extend out, see if you can snag it, and he did. That was an interesting play.
Cespedes 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. And there's a call strike.
Yeah, and the one time he did hit the ball, he hit into a double play. That's a rough day.
This is Pop backing out of play. Moss would hit if Cespedes reaches here in the 9th. And that's down low, 1-2. And he got him, and that'll end the inning. So a 4-strikeout afternoon for Cespedes. Belt's going to lead things off. And that's a 7 o'clock top of the hour start. And then on Sunday on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area at 12:30 pregame live, and then 1 for first pitch. And the Dave Gravecki ceremony will be part of the pregame live, and that is on Saturday. When it's time for a change thing, Speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and Smog expert.
Fernando Abad, the new pitcher now for Oakland, 44th time that he's come in. He's been a workhorse. And a workhorse will take the ball a lot. 2 and 3 with a 1.980 ERA. He's one of the reasons why their bullpen has been locked, stock, and very good. 90 to 95 with the fastball. He's got a kind of a slurvy curveball. Some would call it a slider, but it's a good snapper.
So Arias is going to lead things off. And then Hector Sanchez. Arias at 183. And that's lifted out of play, first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tim Lincecum has had some terrific starts, and he will pitch tomorrow night. Into right field. 1 out.
The series has not been a good one for the Giants for a lot of reasons, but they just did not come up with enough opportunities. And just struggled to get leadoff hitters on, and when they did have opportunity, it was not often where they were able to come up with the money hit. And you really have to tip your cap to the way that they were pitched to by the A's pitchers.
Here's Sanchez. And Sanchez on the first pitch, out to Cespedes in left. And that's out number 2. So here's Blanco. Blanco doubled in the 5th. He's also struck out, and he's bounced out to short. And the first pitch is a strike to Gregor Blanco.
Good breaking ball right there from Abad.
Outfield, at least Gentry in center, a couple of steps towards the gap. Adrianza is on deck. And a quick 0-2.
So breaking ball changeup. And Blanco's going to take a walk.
And a little dribble with third base side. And Blanco safe at first.
Throw from Norris a little wide. And Stephen Vogt could not keep his foot on base. Bob Melvin's going to come out. He's thinking that he did stay in contact with the bag, which will give the A's enough time to review it in their clubhouse. Take a look at the play. This game may be over. The replay review is being presented by Xfinity. As we wait, this is the most anticlimactic way to end a ball game. And we did see it happen earlier.
Well, is there enough there to overturn it? That's what we're waiting for.
All right, one more look. Was his foot in contact with the bag? And that is what the question is. First base umpire Paul Nowert ruled that he did not stay in contact with the bag. This gives you a pretty good look right here.
Well, it's not often where a play-by-play guy gets to redo a call. I don't think that call of mine was very good at the end.
All right, you get another chance.
You get to redo it, which is great. Everybody waiting. Ball player standing on the infield. Fans not sure whether they're going to be departing or sitting down to watch Adrianza hit.
And we wait.
And wait.
See both managers.
Abad just kind of walking around the mound.
I'm not sure if this is what they had in mind when they drew this rule up. One more look. Why not? We've got all the time in the world. And you can see the ball in the pocket. If the foot's in contact with the bag, this game's over.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Good call.
So in this 2-game series, the Giants split with the A's. In the 4-game series, the A's take 3 out of 4. And now the Giants will have to concentrate on the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Well, you're right. It's an emotional series. You did not play that well. You did get one win, and now you've got to regroup and get ready for the final 3 games of the first half.
Final score, A's 6, Giants 1. East Sheeran's Giants post-game live with interviews of the Rapids coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio.